Craig, welcome.
Woo!
December 7th, the day that will live in infamy. Let's spend the night together.
That's a grim way to start it.
I'm sorry, I was watching the news earlier.
Oh, wow.
But I saw that great movie, Pearl Harbor. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
I felt so patriotic.
It felt so real.
Watching it. Yeah, it did feel...
Almost like it really happened.
Yeah. Great special effects.
Yeah.
So for all those people that have lived through that, or like their, grandfathers or what have you, they probably hate us at this point.
There are probably a lot of survivors that are fans of the show.
Probably.
So shout out to you guys.
In their 80s and 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, how are you, Craig?
Doing good, brother. I've been listening to Blue and Lonesome.
My midnight rambler, my monkey man.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you live with me, Craig? You're my honky-tonk woman. Call me Ruby Tuesday. Sorry about that.
Any more?
I just wanted to see how far I could
take it.
Yeah. And I took it off the cliff. We landed in the water. We didn't take our seatbelts off.
Water.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot. That was good.
Yeah.
Whew.
You feeling
that's some good.
The ecstasy
of the ecstasy.
The ecstasy.
Yeah, I usually do ecstasy for every show, every episode that we do, every ep. And this one's no exception. No expectations? No, it's something else.
I figure, we just get right into it.
You know what? I know it.
I don't know. I'm going to bring it back to Pearl Harbor.
Oh, boy.
I was watching. It was like a witness to it.
Yeah.
And, it was just amazing that the ships are, like, you see such great ships, like capsize and stuff.
Yeah.
And the whole, ocean is filled with like, oil. And
yeah.
So there's all these people that are trying to swim to safety or just swim away from the ships because they're sinking.
Oh.
And there's so much oil in the water that if it becomes, it ignites, it just burns the surface of the water.
Oh.
So the guy was saying it was this horrible, thing where they were pretty much like rowing their way to safety, and he could see all these people. It was like you either die drowning in the ship, or you jump off the ship, and then when you come up to breathe,
you can't. Because there's like fire.
Because there's like water with the fire is across it. Oh. So it was just like I never even took into account anything like that.
No.
Wasn't in the movie.
No. The Disney production? Yeah,
I didn't see that.
Shocker.
But
Josh Hartnett should have been how he went out.
I'd really like to go there. I saw the monument that they have.
Oh yeah.
It's like the museum, and then it's where you can actually see. I think you just like stand over it. It's the USS Arizona.
I went to Hawaii when I was like in 5th grade.
Uh-huh.
And we went on this little like, what do you call it? Not like a cruise, but like a little, like we stayed on the island, but we took like a tour, I guess, on boat. Kind of
3-hour tour.
It was, yeah. It wasn't like, I don't think it was like the full Pearl Harbor tour, but it was like, it wasn't like that long. I'm sure they have a more involved one where because don't they have a museum or something?
Yeah.
Like, we didn't do any of that, but we just like went through the little channel, the bay or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And they but we went over like the ships that were like sunk and stuff.
Did you see how big they were?
Kinda, yeah. I could kind of see they were like huge.
Because I was wondering, I know like I've been to Hawaii before, and the water's just great.
Yeah, it's like see through.
Yeah, for the most part.
It was kind of hard to see. It was kind of looked like a shadow almost.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of like metaphorically a shadow. No, it was like hard to make out detail of what it looked like.
I was reading it's a Malcolm X autobiography. Just like
just a nice little
required reading.
Yeah.
And they were talking about his like mentor is the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Who's like the the leader of the something of Islam. I can't.
Oh my god.
So anyways, Elijah Muhammad, the Honorable
5% Nation Islam.
Muhammad, he backed the Japanese during World War II. And and I'm pretty sure he was thrown in prison for that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but I was like, yeah, that probably wasn't a very popular
side to take.
Yeah,
wow.
Especially after Pearl Harbor.
Yeah.
What
in the fuck are we listening to?
It's a bit of breaking news. We reported last episode that there was a little band in Canada called the Nickelback.
Oh, the Nickelback.
And they had grown even more notorious because cops were punishing drunks by playing Nickelback. You know, if you got...
Yeah, that's right.
If you got pulled over for DUI, they were going to play the station's copy of the Nickelback.
Oh.
And
Which
we
is
hear
worse
it,
than jail time.
Let's spend the night together. We really took an inside look. We had scientists here working 24 hours a day.
With beakers.
There's a laboratory right behind that. We wanted to get to the essence. Why is the Nickelback, why do people hate them so much? Why are they so generic?
Yeah.
What is it about them?
Chemicals and beakers and things to...
What is it about them that
chemical
people
tests.
just hate?
What did the scientists find out? Have we figured it out yet?
Well,
I have kind of a controversial theory.
Yeah.
It's going to take a while to explain. It's that they... God, how do I say it? Okay. They suck.
Okay. That's
kind of
scientific
my
opinion.
Side of it. Yeah, my professional opinion.
Today, a Canadian police chief apologized for threatening to torture DUI suspects with Nickelback music. But that's just the latest in a long string of jabs, all of which begs the question, why do people hate Nickelback so much? It was the most attention that Prince Edward's Island had received in decades, but amidst a torrent of press, the police chief in a tiny Canadian island apologized for poking fun at Nickelback.
I'm so sorry about that.
I love Canadians. Just last week, Constable Rob Hartland,
of the mounted
the
police.
PEI town Kensington, threatened to torture DUI suspects with Nickelback music. Small town, good times. But millions of views later,
Mayberry.
Harleton said of the story, our post became an international story, eh? And somewhere in the nose, a message, don't drink and don't drive there, eh? Was overshadowed by
have too much maple syrup
negativity towards the band, and I said I would play it if you did.
Holy Gretzky, we were just joking. We're not really going to do it here.
We're just dashing your chain. It was another funny moment to distract us from a tumultuous world.
A tumultuous world.
And all at the expense of one of the most successful rock bands of the past 2 decades. But where did the mockery originate? Actually, a researcher in Finland attempted to answer the very question. We have tons of fans in Finland. Shout out. The student, Saleh
You're in
Anton.
Finland, we're just giving you a little Guten Tag. No, that's a different language.
Poured through 14 years of Nickelback reviews and articles, recently published her findings. The University of Eastern Finland student was looking for the match that started the raging forest fire.
Oh, to find when that started?
Yeah.
Because it wasn't right away. They had a hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So through her study...
It was probably quick, honestly.
Her study was called Hypercritical Bullshit Performed Through Gritted Teeth. Authenticity discoursed in Nickelback's album reviews in Finnish media. Discovered some trends in the hate. The biggest was that the band had been so successful at mimicking the rock genre that they lost any sense of authenticity. In other words...
That's a pretty, actually, good way to say it.
Yeah, it's pretty astute. In other words, they excelled at copying everything that already existed. And being so super successful at it, they were professionally bland.
That's really accurate.
Nickelback is too much of everything to be enough of something. They follow genre expectations too well, which is seen as empty imitation, but also not well enough, which people read as commercial tactics, as a lack of stable and sincere identity. But the blandness and formulaic authenticity, are like dry needles before a forest fire. Who started the blaze? According to the report, there's one event that ultimately triggered the avalanche of ridicule. In November 2008, Nickelback...
When people heard their music?
Yeah. Nickelback licensed their song Rockstar for use with a furniture ad in the UK. Because nothing screams rock star.
Like Furniture?
Now, even
the Sofa King?
the mighty Bob Dylan, like, they have, you know, they sell their music for car commercials and stuff. Which, you could say, you could make the argument, they sold out.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know, everybody does that.
Yeah.
Some idiot wants to use your song for car commercial.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like Furniture, the name of the song is Rockstar, and they want to use it for a furniture company.
And that might be like their most obnoxious song, like offensively bad, just stupid music.
This, according to the research finding, is widely regarded as the beginning of the band's image collapse. It was after this point, according to the report, that existed hatred and ridicule. Full-blown memes, non-stop jokes, and all-out protests soon became the norm. It was the proverbial linchpin that sparked the unstoppable explosion.
They've been hated on for a while now.
So we're going to go even farther back. I did a little snooping to see, is there any events, you know, that led up to this or because of this that we can tie down, you know. November 2008, Nickelback is pelted with rocks and bottles at a hard rock festival in Portugal. I think we talked about that.
Oh, yeah.
Forcing the band to quit after 2 songs. The event coincided with the furniture ad. November 2011, Ox Labs developed Nickelblock app to block all mentions of Nickelback from your internet experience. App goes completely viral, used by millions, and spreads to Facebook. Later that month, nearly 56,000 football fans signed a petition to prevent Nickelback from playing the halftime show between the Detroit Lions and Green Bay Packers. The band plays just one song. Alberta, Canada, 2013. Nickelback refuses to allow broadcast of their charity performance at the Alberta Flood Aid. I'll say that again. Refuses to allow broadcast at a charity performance.
It must have been because they got like a bad reaction from the crowd, maybe.
Drawing,
they don't want
to. You're scoring for thousands of fans. Media started declaring them the world's worst band at this point.
Yeah, I wonder why the fuck they did that. That's not good.
I love this one.
And they just keep making music and they don't try and get out of that. Like, they're just content being, like, hated and making money.
The final one. January 2016.
Are we
Donald
talking about
Trump
Kiss?
aides remove someone carrying a Trump likes Nickelback sign in the audience. The troll attends other Republican rallies.
With Nickelback signs?
It says Trump loves Nickelback.
Oh, wow.
It's right there.
Trump loves Nickelback.
So they saw that.
They're like, how dare
get him out of here.
Yeah.
Rush him out.
What a horrible thing to say about somebody that they love Nickelback.
The Nickelback.
The Nickelbacks. Kelsey Grammer's favorite band?
It's hard to, like, pinpoint when...
Niles.
when... Daphne and Niles were going to get together, but I knew it was going to happen.
Yeah. What about when Roz and Frasier have sex?
Oh, yeah?
It happens, baby.
Do they let Eddie get into the mix?
It's like season 5 or something. No, really? I don't remember. Eddie, yeah, he gets some peanut butter licking going on. Pretty sure. That was probably Niles, though, not Frasier.
Colin Quinn had a joke, or, like, he had a story about his cat licking his dick. He like put something on his dick. I don't know why you would do that.
Because it's fun.
I've never been so bored and been so turned on around an animal.
No, yeah, I can't. That creeps me out. Who's this?
Mac DeMarco.
Oh.
Salad days.
Oh.
Stormy weather. The quiet storm.
The salad days of the Rolling Stones.
Coming at you. Little rainy here in
This segment is called Salad Days, I think.
I believe so.
Yeah, it's rainy here in Sacramento.
Yeah.
I mean...
But I hope that doesn't make you dreary.
People from, like, most parts of the world would not say that it's rainy right now.
No.
Like, this is not
anybody that lives
in
the
California,
East Coast.
we're like, we're soaking!
Yeah.
What are we gonna do? It's not rain. Not real rain.
Not really that big of a deal.
Never lasts more than like 2 hours straight. Like, there's never more than that. Whew. The old Rolling Stones, baby. See? If you guys didn't believe us, now you know. We just talk only about the Rolling Stones. We give you everything you need to know. We've already covered their first 4 albums. Done an ep for each.
I think we did a pretty
review.
damn good job of it.
And we did
I have to say so myself.
our first I think so too. Very comprehensive. Gave our first impressions of the new Rolling Stones record. Came out just 5 days ago. Blue and Lonesome. Blue and Handsome. Yeah. And then next up is December's Children. And everybody's. And fucking everybody's. And we can't wait to bring it to you. But we have to do a little more research on it.
I actually we might as well just talk about this during the podcast, because why the fuck not? I was looking at their records that are coming out, or that have come out.
Yeah.
So that, if we possibly did reviews on those just for fun.
Oh, yeah.
And some of them were like the new Neil Young album.
Oh, boy.
I was like, that might be fun.
Is that the one that's like the Monsanto album, concept album, or whatever?
I think so. But
or that one's already out.
But there's like enough there that I thought, I was just like, oh, even if we like, don't necessarily like it.
Yeah.
But there's like,
I got a lot of respect for Neil Young, like as a musician, but I don't know. He's not my favorite. It's fine that he's vocal about stuff. I don't really mind that.
Did you hear about? I got a letter. We haven't talked. I got a letter from Daniel, my brother.
Did you?
And
he's older than you.
Yeah.
Do you still feel the same?
He sent me a letter.
Yeah.
That I just got it, and it turns out that they won there at the Dakota Access Pipeline.
Oh, they won, baby.
Yeah, so they stopped. Yeah, we had talked about it because Neil Young had gone there.
Well, right after South Dakota, it was making a hard turn right to Sacramento, and it was going to hit our underground bunker.
Oh, wow.
We're at the same depth that drills at.
But to be fair, we're getting paid crazy amounts of money, so we don't care about the environment.
No.
Or, the devastating
to do this podcast?
Effects.
Yeah, we get a lot of money for this.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like to brag on air, but like...
Did you ever see DuckTales? Scrooge McDuck, where he jumps in the...
We have a silo. The money sign on
gold coins.
With a pool full of gold coins. There's those like one-piece male swimsuits that Scrooge wears, the old-fashioned ones from the 20s.
Craig, would you like
pretty cool.
What type of story would you like? A little bit of intrigue, a review, a little bit of the strange, peculiar.
For a little change?
Yeah.
Oh, real quick. I saw a live video of the Stones on YouTube recently.
Oh.
Everybody should check this shit out. They're playing... It's just so funny because I noticed it right after we did, 12 by 5? They had... Well, not right after. It wasn't that long ago. But they did Little Red Rooster live recently. And, I know what it was. I was thinking, when we were talking about Blue and Lonesome all being covers, I was thinking how cool it'd be if they did shit off of, like, England's newest hit makers and 12 by 5 like, now, during their sets now, because they're already doing a shitload of covers.
Yeah.
And then I saw they did Little Red Rooster, which was, like, the first and one of the only, I think, 12-bar blues, basically standards that went number 1 on the Billboard charts at one time. They did it with Neil Young.
Craig, it sounds like that's your blues man right there.
Oh, yeah. Like but it was cool, them doing that with Neil Young, and Neil Young did, like, the second verse.
That sounds really cool.
It was pretty cool, yeah.
Craig?
Oh.
What do you think about, well, I guess...
going with intrigue?
This band, we're just outside the rabbit hole. You can take the red pill, you can take the blue pill.
Yeah. If you
We're
take the
going
blue
on
pill, hit pause, and then just close the YouTube app
I
out.
might as well just set this up because
if you take the red pill, keep on listening, baby.
This is a new
segment.
We'll
be getting to the theologians in a minute. That's
I don't know
podcast.
exactly what to call this. I was going to call it Skeptic Tank. I guess that's already taken.
Probably.
So, Craig, please.
Oh my God.
All at once. Forget everything you know.
Oh my God.
Come with me. I'll show you.
I will show. That has to rhyme. No.
I will show you. Okay, welcome back, everybody.
Oh, are you guys still here?
Just some mind control.
Let me forget that.
I think so. Craig, have you ever heard
of mind control?
Of lizard people? Have you ever heard
the lizard people
of the 27 Club?
The 27 Club. It's a real thing, and you don't believe it because the globalists tell you not to believe it, and I'm sick of it.
Now, I know that they put fluoride in our water.
Thank you, Alex Jones. That's right. There's fluoride in your water. There's fluoride in my water.
But this is not about that.
Oh. What's it about?
So, it's a little known fact that there's very famous musicians that died at the age of 27.
Oh, yeah, the 27 Club, yeah.
And within...
we have a little connection.
With BJ, Brian Jones. He was one of them.
Yeah, that's right, Mr. Brian Jones.
Jimi Hendrix, another one.
Ooh.
Janis Joplin.
Jim Morrison.
Kurt
Cobain. Was
Amy
Marilyn
Winehouse.
Monroe one of that?
No.
Winehouse?
D. Boone from Minutemen died at 27, yeah.
Oh, man.
Now, Craig, people might say these are accidents.
Yeah.
Accidental drug overdose. Accidental car accident.
Accident my ass.
Accidental gunshot to the head.
Pardon my French.
But you know
gunshot to
that's
the
a little
head.
too convenient.
Jeez.
I think there's something sinister going about.
I think so too. That age, man, that's got to mean something.
So Amy Winehouse.
Lizard people like the number 27.
Amy Winehouse, yeah, it's her favorite number. She had a blood alcohol content 50 times the legal limit.
Holy crap.
She was pretty tiny.
Yeah.
So it's just hard to believe somebody like that could, you know, like...
She drank.
Drank that much, but, oof.
Well, they wanted her to go to rehab, and she said, no, no, no. like in the song.
I hope the people could hear the raindrops outside.
Yeah. That's the lyric in the song. You see, it's funny. That was a funny.
I had a good hoot and a holler.
Good laugh.
And I laughed and laughed. The 27 Club is a term.
Old Amy, rest in peace. I don't know if she... Maybe I'm just a hater, but I don't know if she quite belongs with those others.
No. The 27 Club is a term that refers to the belief that an unusually high amount of popular musicians have died at the age of 27, often a result of drug and alcohol abuse or violent means such as homicide or suicide. The club has been reportedly cited in music magazines, several exhibitions around the world, people questioning the causes of death. It's truly remarkable that so many people have died at the age of 27. Brian Jones, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Jim Morrison all died at the age of 27 between 1969 and 1971. At the time, the coincidence gave rise to some comment. But it was not until the death of Kurt Cobain about 2.5 decades later that the idea of the 27 Club began to catch on. According to Hendrix and Cobain biographer David Cross, the growing importance of the media.
So this guy connected the dots.
Yeah, so they're talking about all kinds of...
Well, from my sources, I mean, there's a pretty obvious common thread. And they've all been set up. There's common threads between them all where they've been set up by the same hand.
Yeah.
And I can kind of tell this person's work. And he has 3 famous names. This gentleman, he goes by the name Mark David Chapman.
Wow. So that's breaking news. So you think Mark David Chapman murdered all these
editorial.
people?
He murdered all of them. He collected Jimi Hendrix's vomit during the night while he was drinking and throwing up and just getting fucked up. Jimmy went to bed. He opened Jimmy's mouth, tilted his head back, and in the cup that he had full of Jimmy's own vomit, he poured it
Back into his gullet.
Back into his throat, made him drown on it.
According...
And Kurt Cobain, he stuck Kurt Cobain's big toe into the trigger of the shotgun.
Well, according to this,
is that
with events surrounding the conspiracy theories, some of them absurd. They're having an absurd notion that Kurt Cobain intentionally timed his death so he could join the 27 Club. In 2011, 16 years after Cobain's death, Amy Winehouse died at the age of 27, and there was a large amount of media attention devoted to the club once again.
Wow, yeah.
3 years earlier, she had expressed a fear about dying at the age.
Of course, it was Mark David Chapman.
Oh, John,
Yes.
how are you?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Except for the talk of Mark.
Didn't he kill,
He killed my friend Paul.
I don't like to talk about
Paul McCartney.
people dying.
You know, the walrus.
I bet you wish your wife was dead, right?
Yoko?
Yeah.
No, she's lovely, brilliant. Songstress.
Oof. She sounds like a banshee.
No, it's beautiful.
It's
The Dirty Mac.
kind of like when you hear Christmas music, but it's not Christmas time. It's just kind of off-putting. That's how she is all the time.
It's always Christmas in Liverpool.
I'm not English, so I've never been there for Christmas.
It's beauty. This would sound great with Yoko. She'd say, eek, eek.
She sounds like a Zubat.
Me and her were a double fantasy.
Oh man, I was listening to Howard Stern, and he always, rags on people, but they were interviewing these people.
He had John Lennon on the show?
Yeah. He was interviewing these people at a Pokemon convention.
Oh, jeez.
And, they tell him, or they ask him the most embarrassing questions.
What they asked the, trainer?
The people.
The people at
at the con.
Oh, God.
And they're like, what's your favorite Pokemon impression? And this guy just goes, sigh, duck.
Oh,
he does it for the guy lets him do it for about a minute and a half, and he just keeps doing it.
Just keep going.
And Stern knows what he's doing. He just doesn't even say anything. Just lets the clip run.
Oh my god.
And oh my god, it was so
sigh, duck. Sigh. Oh my god. Oh, that's just disgusting. Clefairy! Clefairy!
So, I was trying to think of, this is the Black Keys, Never Gonna Give You Up cover.
This is a good one.
Craig. Love is a crazy thing.
Oh, he's getting real.
I'm gonna get real on you. Too real on you.
I don't know if we have a love segment yet.
Not yet. I don't think we
is
even
all
talk
you
about
need.
love. Usually it's just us making fun of people.
Me and Paul said
Without
love is all you
repercussion.
need.
And, yeah, so I want to talk about love. There's all types of love out there. And as long as, you're not hurting anyone.
Preach, brother.
If
you want to fuck a guy, if you want to fuck a girl.
Whatever.
Not my problem.
Yeah. Say la vie, cherchez la femme.
Come
do
say,
what you
come
want.
saw.
But it has come to my attention, Craig, there's a type of love that's going on that I was not aware of.
Really?
Do you know what a foamer is, Craig?
Like Chuck Berry? Like he drinks yellow stuff with foam on the top? That's not beer?
That's a lucky devil.
What's a piss god?
That's what they call him.
Someone into water sports?
Call him greedy.
A foamer.
Foamer. Now, if I said, Craig, are you a foamer? I'm a foamer. Let's go to the foamer convention.
Oh my god. I would run and hide.
I want to believe that this is a real thing.
Foaming?
But I found it.
They have a convention for it? Or no?
I found it. A foamer is somebody that becomes sexually excited.
Yeah.
By the sight of trains. Being around trains. Being inside of trains.
Okay.
Taking pictures of trains.
Oh my god, it's the Southern Pacific! I'm gonna come! Ah!
Have you seen this before? Okay, so
Wait, no, it's a Union
We're going to do a little test.
It's still
I'm
hot.
going to play 30 seconds of this, Craig.
Okay.
You tell me if this is complete bullshit.
You tell me I'll tell you if I get hard or not.
Yeah, if anything moves.
I can keep myself.
I'm going to put these sensors on your dick, Craig. It's almost like a catheter.
Oh my god.
It'll feel great. Okay, so 30 seconds. I want your opinion.
Okay.
Is this real? Is this real love between a man and a machine?
And his train. Just a boy and his train. Look at that little filly right there. She's looking at me.
I've been waiting for this moment for months, and it's finally here. I'm finally going to get a heritage unit on camera.
In my ass.
All right. Look at that. A 1953 EA. Woo-hoo! Oh, yeah. Listen to that bell.
All my 3 kids' births were nothing but this train. I've been waiting forever for this.
Oh, my God. Listen to that horn. Oh, my God.
If the horn...
She's beautiful.
If it shoots one more time, I'm gonna bust!
All right. Oh, my... Oh, no, it's a PL2, too. Oh, the SNC 52. Oh, my God.
There's so many numbers
All
and
right.
letters.
This guy knows his stuff.
If it honks again, he's coming. That is a fact.
Oh my god. Okay, I played that. I'm sorry, I played that for twice as long.
That's our love segment for the night.
Craig, do you call bullshit on that? Do you think that's real?
I think it's fucking really real.
You think
I think
it's
really?
Totally
Real, yeah.
I mean, oh my god.
I don't know if he feels romantic or sexual feelings towards it, but I've hung out with a guy that I didn't like. I had to sit there for a second and be like, is he like fucking with us right now? Because he was so into trains. Like, so into them. It was one of Josh's old neighbors.
Oh, you're being real right now.
Yeah, for real.
Like that? Like a foamer?
He was, I mean, it wasn't like a sexual thing. It was just like, I don't know, whatever like your thing is. It was
for,
like
obviously, for the people who didn't see the video, it was not even what was it, like a train and then like a fucking cart behind it?
Yeah, it was like pulling another like.
And what did it go, like 30 feet?
Yeah. At like 15 miles an hour.
And this
not
guy
even
like
8
fucking
miles an
busted
hour.
a nut instantly.
Yeah. Oh, I've been waiting for this for so long. Oh my god.
Yeah, so that's I hope everybody enjoyed that.
We just have to show you some love.
I hope everybody enjoyed that.
Train love. We're gonna be showing different types of love now, I think.
I know there's something called, I almost don't because we got the scoop, but maybe on another episode,
yeah,
we can talk about bronies.
Oh, bronies! Oh, that'd be a good one.
Do
for
you know
the
what
next
bronies
love
are?
one. Yeah. They have an episode of Bob's Burgers that like
Really?
spoofs that, but they call them. You know how horses are called equestrian or whatever? They're called what is it? Equesticles. I love it.
I love Bob's Burgers.
Yeah, and I think it's Paul F. Tompkins does one of them.
Okay, so Craig, what do you want? You pick your adventure. We got
Morrissey?
We got Morrissey quotes, or we got strange sound.
Oh, this is Scandinavia.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm down for a Moz story.
Okay.
We've been putting off a Moz story.
Yeah,
for
we haven't
too
done
long.
Moz. Well, it's okay. Since we're bringing this up, Wounded, my stained cover band, But I play AL, Aaron Lewis. Thank you very much.
Oh my god.
I'm actually sending away to get a Ric Flair robe. I'm just gonna wear it from the car to the backstage area.
In the green room?
Yeah, wear it around. And just turn around and go, woo!
And go up to the stage and take it off like a boxer.
But yeah, so anyways, we're going to be playing with this other cover band. It's a Smiths cover band called This Charming Man. So,
oh my god.
But that's coming up, everybody, in the month of December. If you're in the local Sacramento area,
sprawling metropolis of Sacramento.
if you're around these parts, beautiful capital area.
If you're friends with anyone named DeMarcus Cousins.
Well, we have a DeMarcus Cousins story, too.
Do we?
Yes, we do.
The DeMarcus Cousins watch, December 7th,
Continues.
2016, continues. He is still in the purple and black. He's not a Boston Celtic yet.
Well, I've been corresponding with
love him?
the Morrissey. His name's Kevin, but he doesn't like to be called Kevin. I almost.
In the band.
I
yeah.
almost have told you too much.
Yeah.
So Morrissey, I don't know his.
You're peeling back the curtain.
This Morrissey, it's like because there's like
you're
different,
tugging on Superman.
There's different
cape.
Santa Clauses, so there's
Yeah.
like different Morrisseys.
Okay, yeah.
So this Morrissey,
I kiss the soil.
they're gonna be coming to Sacramento, and they wanted me to get a plethora of drugs.
Really?
Yeah, so actually we're going to be going to some parts of...
Parts unknown?
Yeah, it's getting real late, so I thought we'd just take your car and drive to a few parts of the city. I have like a list of stuff that we have to pick up.
My Volkswagen Bug?
Yeah, and we'll just, no problems.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so he wants all these drugs, and he said
I've tried every drug.
He said he'd pay me back for them, so I think, it sounds good to me.
Really?
Yeah, so,
You just buy them, and then he'll probably maybe pay you back.
Well, I mean, he didn't last time, but he'd probably slipped his mind.
Yeah, he probably will.
So, but yeah, This Charming Man. Shout out, everybody. Come out to the show. Wounded. Playing the hits.
Taking the shits.
So I was trying to think of...
Sucking the tits.
Different... If you want Craig to suck your tits, he will. He will, no problemo. I was trying to think of... this is... we're peeling back the onion.
Sucking tits, banging clits, and taking shits.
So I was trying to think, what can we add to the set? Because, like I said, I just got, I almost said Axl Rose. That would have been embarrassing. We just got Slash, Slash.
You got him?
Yeah.
The guy to play guitar?
He hasn't, he needs to rent a top hat.
Slash?
So it's everything except the top hat.
What? That doesn't...
But it's Slash.
You're having him...
If I didn't know any better, I'd think it was Slash. If I wasn't paying him and I knew...
And if you thought, that looks like Slash, but without his top hat.
Well, I was like... that was my first reaction. I said, hey, isn't the top hat, essential to the Slash character? But he was very convincing.
So is your band Wounded... Are you guys going to start playing Guns N' Roses covers
now? No, honestly, I hate Guns N' Roses.
Oh.
Yeah. But the people...
Okay.
We have a lot of fans.
Yeah.
A lot of weird European fans.
Abstained.
And they say...
But they get the different American rock bands mixed up.
Yeah. So they think that we're actually Sting.
Yeah.
And we got them confused.
Yeah. And they, as far as they think Slash, he's in that band.
Yeah, Slash is in Sting.
Slash, Lars Ulrich.
Oh, man, that's a great idea. So I was trying to think of different...
Stain songs?
Different songs that people would like. That they can rock out to. They don't, they kind of throw their cares away. I'd like to pretend when everybody comes to the show, it's like a Saturday every day, Craig?
Oh my god.
But, so... I lost my train of thought because I was pontificating like a moron. So yeah, I was trying to think of...
We're spending the night together.
Songs that we could perform. And the Slash guy is I don't know, he's okay, but he kind of had a bunch of dumb ideas. Pretty much every idea that's not mine I think is dumb,
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
But, okay, so enough about him. I've already talked about him enough.
Oh my god.
So, yeah, we're trying to...
We wanted to play Welcome to the Jungle.
And I was like, what the fuck is that? Is that a
Stained, like,
B-side? Yeah, it's a
B-side?
CCR song, right? Run to the Jungle?
No.
They came out in the 60s. Who wants to listen to that bullshit?
That's fucking Guns N' Roses. Welcome to the Jungle.
That's that band The Slash is from.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
The Slash.
I don't understand why people like that band.
He was before the amazing legendary band Slash. He was in a band called Guns N' Roses. That was kind of big too.
I don't know.
But you're a big fan of Slash the band.
I know Stained. I know Nickelback.
Nickelback's one of your
I
favorites.
know Creed. And then like one other one that's like the Mount Rushmore of douchey bands. Limp Bizkit. There we go.
Limp Bizkit. I was gonna say Puddle of Mud isn't far away from that area.
Oh man.
What's the fucking Stain song? They have a few hits though, don't they?
Well, I think. I mean, you're asking me personally. I think all of them are hits, Craig.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
when you say, "Hey, would you compile a Stained best of greatest hits?"
Make me a mixtape.
You know what I say to them?
Huh.
How many records do they have? Because that's how many songs.
That's the mixtape.
Because the songs on the record, that's how many songs should be on the greatest hits.
It'd be just every album in order.
It'd only be fair.
Front to back, and all the outtakes and B-sides and
It's only fair.
and demos. And...
I mean, they release it to the world. It's almost like an infant, you know, and it's like everybody's interpretation, you know, of like the art, you know,
the Ark of the Covenant.
Huh?
That's what their album.
No,
is
the
like.
art, Craig. Music is an art form, Craig.
It's kind of like if the Rolling Stones were a little bit better, they'd be Stained.
Wow. When you put it into practical terms like that,
Yeah.
I really understand you.
Yeah.
Like on a deep level.
Yeah.
Like on a K9 level.
They're really good, but add a little juice, a little sugar, a little spice, everything nice, they become Stained.
You gotta do that hoodoo that you do so well. When Morrissey blamed
What
Beyonce...
about your rival band Splotched?
We're not going to talk about that. I don't even want to get into that, because that's a whole... I mean, I could just bash Splotched for a whole fucking... See, you hear me cursing already? I should put a... see, there's a second
curse
one.
Jar.
Yeah, you should get a curse jar in here.
Yeah. Instead of the usual piss jars.
Yeah.
And it's weird, because that guy, the singer of Splotched, his real name his legal name is Lewis Aaron. And
See,
it just was a weird coincidence.
You're going to get me started because I have a problem with that.
With Lewis?
Because, okay, so there's a thing about... See, this is going to get me started.
Yeah. You had sex with one of the touring members of Stained. That's where you were.
There's a difference between a cover... Okay. A cover band... Let me hit you with the truth. A cover band covers the band, right?
Oh my god.
Alright, you with me?
No.
Now, there's other people out there, Craig. They call them impersonators.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of this guy called Elvis? There's a lot of impersonators.
Oh my
Now,
god.
a cover band
Those
and
are my
an impersonator are two different animals.
Uh-huh.
This is apples and bananas, you know? Or bowling balls and pool cues or something, you know?
Oh my god.
So it just doesn't... It's not the same thing. But that's my clinical opinion.
Really?
But fuck Splotch, go eat a bucket of AIDS.
That's just your... Oh my god. That's your explaining art rant for the day?
Yeah. I don't know. Like, they piss me off because I've seen them rip down our posters, you know?
Really? They got
Yeah.
splotched?
Can you believe that? And sometimes, like, the posters will be, 2-3 years old?
Wow.
And they rip them down anyways.
And you guys have at least 7-8 shows, right?
Oh, since then?
In your existence?
Oh, well, yeah, but I say if they're on, let them be, man.
Oh my
If
God.
you put the
Let it
poster up
be.
there, the poster should be there forever.
Yeah, I feel that.
I mean, granted, I don't own the
What a jerk.
the
So they were-
column or what have you.
Jerks. So they were trying to put up like an ad for one of their upcoming shows.
Yeah.
And they had the audacity to rip down a Wounded
Can you believe
poster. Oh my god.
that? Bunch of jerks. Okay, so you got me started.
Start me up, I never stop.
What does Stevie say? You brought on this monster.
You invited this monster.
When Morrissey blamed Beyonce for the near extinction of the rhinoceros at an LA show last week, he said the rhino is now more or less extinct, and it's not because of global warming or shrinking habitats. It's because of Beyonce's handbags.
Wait, who said this?
Morrissey said that.
Oh my god.
It was only the latest in a
Was it in
decade-long
Scandinavia?
series of poignantly provocative comments by the ex-Smith singer and animal rights freak. I added that last part.
From his bungalow in Scandinavia.
Earlier in the week, Morrissey refused to appear on Jimmy Kimmel Live because the cast of pro-hunting reality series Duck Dynasty were slated to be the fellow guests. Kimmel bashed Morrissey on the show and aired a parody Duck cast the Duck Dynasty guys cast as vegans. Morrissey responded in typical withering fashion, saying,
"Oh, jeez."
Kimmel found time to jokingly promote gun ownership. Hugely amusing for the parents at Sandy Hook, no doubt.
Oh, God.
I hate to break it to
Get
Morrissey,
outta here,
but this isn't
Morrissey.
England.
And your high horse.
And, like, I'm not one, like, the Second Amendment, say what you want about it, but
yeah.
I don't know. It is what it is. That's just part of the American culture, so. To bring in, something fucking as horrible as Sandy Hook is just like...
Yeah, right. That's where it bugs me.
Yeah.
He's a cute guy.
It's... I don't know. It, like, kind of...
It makes
it doesn't make
that
sense to
much
me
better.
because I have to stop, and the more I think about it, the more confused I get. Does that make sense?
It's like when you ask somebody a question and their answer like leaves you with now you have more questions. than
Yeah,
you started
exactly. And he claimed that Jimmy Kimmel himself has finally revealed to his show to have an overwhelming loss of meaning.
with. What?
But animal rights is only one of the Morrissey's pet issues. The singer has also had a history of lashing out at British royalty and pretty much anything else that he doesn't like.
My God.
Some of the outbursts have drawn accusations of things like racism, poor taste, and them being bad jokes. But here are some of Morrissey's most vicious disses and general nastinesses. I'll just read a few of these.
In Scandinavia.
2012, Morrissey links the suicide of a London nurse to Princess Kate Middleton. He said, "There's no blame placed at Kate Middleton, who was in the hospital for, as far as I can see, absolutely no reason. She feels no shame about the death of this woman. The arrogance of the British royalty is staggering. Absolutely staggering."
Is that Maz?
2011, in an interview with Billboard, Morrissey calls Lady Gaga nothing new and says her style is fraudulent and the exact opposite of erotic. He also refers to Madonna as Mick Donna and says Michael Bublé is famous and meaningless. 2011. This might be my favorite Morrissey quote because it is the craziest one. The Norway massacre in which 77 people died. Are you familiar with that one? There was like some festival.
Morrissey killed 77 people?
There's some
With 2 machine
festival.
guns?
It was I believe it was on an island, and no one had a gun or a weapon for that matter.
Oh.
So this guy was just mowing down tens of people.
Oh, wow.
It got to the point where it was on an island, so people were jumping into the sea and like swimming away.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Morrissey said about the Warsaw crowd, or to a crowd in Warsaw, I should say, "This is nothing compared to what happens at McDonald's and Kentucky Fried shit every day."
What? Oh my God. Wow, did the people boo him off the stage and throw rocks at his fucking head?
2010, discussing animal cruelty in China, Morrissey tells The Guardian, "You can't help but feel that Chinese people are subspecies." I'm not making this shit up.
He said that? Holy shit.
What the fuck? 2009, Morrissey leaves the stage at Coachella explaining, "The smell of burning animals is making me sick. I can smell burning flesh, and I hope to God it's human. I don't know what the fuck that means.
What a shit bag.
Oh my god.
Moz.
97, Morrissey bashes Madonna again. Madonna reinforces everything absurd and offensive. Despite womanhood, Madonna is closer to organized prostitution than anything else. He is just a piece of shit. Again, finally,
Organized prostitute.
I thought this was pretty funny. 1985, Morrissey slams the charity group Band-Aid and its co-founder Bob Geldof.
Uh-oh.
Bob Geldof is
Pink.
a nauseating
It's pink.
character. Band-Aid was one of the most self-righteous platforms ever in the history of popular music.
Don't hate on Pink.
I don't know who Margaret Thatcher is, but Morrissey doesn't seem to like her. Morrissey lamented...
Wasn't she Prime Minister?
Prime Minister of England.
Yeah.
He laments on a failed assassination attempt on Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher after Brixton hotel bombing. The sorrow of the IRA Brixton bombing is that Thatcher escaped unscathed.
Oh, wow. Jeez. Yikes.
He's a fucking nut, man.
Jeez. Fucking IRA. Those guys don't play.
No.
And I wasn't being cute with the rhyme.
You're just trying to be cute, aren't you? What are we at right now?
This episode has been 4.5 hours, so I say we just keep going. No, it's at like 50 or so. Yeah. 51.
How's it going? Are the
natives are getting restless?
Are the natives getting restless?
So I don't know if you guys like the Rolling Stones out there, but heck if I do.
You're probably getting a little tired of us talking about it so much.
Yeah, we're going to lay off the Stones a little bit. We've been too heavy, too dense Stones knowledge today.
Too much.
Much too much. We just want to don't stop.
One of the people part
This is
of
Rolling Stones?
27 Club,
Oh.
Kurt Cobain.
Oh.
Robert Johnson, also part of the 27
Was he?
Club. Yep.
Oh, wow.
But he was poisoned because he was fucking some chicks or some guy's wife.
He should have given him all apologies and he maybe would have forgiven him. Because the song is... I forget.
But yeah, but that wouldn't help him because the song hadn't been recorded. It wouldn't be recorded for another 60 years.
I mean, Kurt Cobain still would have been in utero. When that,
Oh God!
that was a stretch.
I want to bite off your fingers. Yeah, I want to make sure everybody knows that we're gonna smoke a bowl. We get ready in preparation. There's just new bits coming at you, flying at you. Watch out, people.
Watch out, people. They're hitting you in the head.
We're just seeing, what sticks,
Yeah.
what doesn't, what hits.
So weird that every single thing so far has hit.
Yeah, nothing but compliments.
When you're talented, when you're getting paid to just be great.
This podcast is like the
It's just
fucking
good.
Honeymooners and All in the Family, and Everybody Loves Raymond, all
Yeah.
wrapped up in one.
And
I'm talking about the big time.
but some kind of a radio thing. The Star Wars radio drama. What was the one? War of the Worlds. It's as good as all that stuff. Because we broadcast out of a 50,000 watt station here,
Yep.
and we recorded, of course, for the podcast. That just has so gosh darn many fans. Oh, and by the way, something monumental happened with the show and the YouTube channel for said show. We went from 0 to 2 subscribers.
Oh wow.
And one of them shares their subscriptions and the other one doesn't. So one of them is, I think it's Von Doom 29. Shout out to Von Doom 29. It's my baby
know who
boy
you
right
are.
there. You know who you are.
Yeah,
We love you.
People, if you
The other person is private. That's cool. But we would love to know your name. We would seriously, if you listen again, you will get so many shout outs. Like, you will be the man.
Yeah,
or
you'll have your
lady.
own fucking segment. Why not?
Yeah, you have your own segment. And we'll send you a gift package or
Yeah.
something.
Something from Bed Bath and Beyond.
And just comment or like or message or something.
I was thinking
kind of contact
maybe
out
the next show or the show after that, we can get our second guest on.
Yeah.
If we do another bonus episode, it's probably easier. Although I do want to do a CD review once we get into with guests when we start getting really good stuff.
Oh, with the good stuff, yeah.
Know a little better.
Yeah.
So we can kind of just let everybody
We're getting
else.
close to that stuff. Like we're on the 5th album.
Are you feeling baked, Craig?
I think so.
Now this is another
we ripped this joint.
This is a fresh bit. Craig, I'm gonna play you a little bit of audio. And I want you your best guess.
So this is like the second.
I want to make it a little harder. This one isn't a song. It's actual audio. Pretty easy, right?
What the fuck was that? Sounded like recorded off someone's phone of like a TV or something.
That is the death of a cosmonaut, Vladimir Komarov. Cursing the people who had put him inside of a botched spaceship, Vladimir Komarov is about to literally crash full speed into the Earth, his body turning into molten on impact.
What?
Yeah, so it's thought that as he's spiraling back to Earth, he's talking to a high official of the Soviet Union.
Holy crap.
Cursing him.
Curse you.
The space vehicle is shoddily constructed, running dangerously low on fuel. Its parachutes, though no one knows this, won't work. The U.S. is listening in on a post in Turkey. Here's this man angry, desperate, in tears, with his fate closing in on him.
Wow.
The cosmonaut Vladimir Komarov is a Soviet hero.
That's a
so
shitty
him and then this
go.
other guy Yuri Gagarin, where he was the first human to reach outer space.
Oh wow.
And it's not the first human that they reached outer space. That's like after who knows how many people like perished. Them trying to break orbit.
Yeah. And sending fucking dogs and monkeys up there.
Yeah.
I should say apes. What about the dog in like the comic books? What's that dog's name that the Russian people sent? He was like a human's mind. Remember him? And he makes a cameo in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh yeah.
Remember that? What's that? Is it just Cosmo or something like that, or?
Once the spaceship began to orbit the Earth, failures began. Antennas didn't open properly. Power was compromised. Navigation provided difficult. The next day's launch had to be canceled, and worse, this man's chances for safe return to Earth were dwindling fast.
Oh wow.
So, yeah, that's I better throw on some cheery music.
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can't imagine, like, I don't know.
Because he got up there, he knew when those things weren't working, like when he was fucking turning dials and pulling levers trying to get the antennas and whatever to work, and it wasn't. He knew. Like, without asking them, he was like, uh-oh.
So I did a little, I just didn't want to kind of throw the gauntlet down on that one. I had to do a little snooping.
Yeah.
And, reading about all the USSR space program and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Thank God for the internet. And, anyways, they were talking about that operation and that trip to space. And both of these guys knew, the guy that had first orbited space and this other guy that we heard his voice, him, like, crying.
Yeah.
They knew that the rocket, the spaceship was not stable and most likely would not be able to come back to Earth.
Oh, jeez.
So they both wrote reports.
Yeah.
Like, this guy, he mapped out, it was a 10-page memo that he was like, if you send us there, because they had the orders that they were going to go there.
Yeah.
And they're
These
like,
were those Russian guys?
Yeah, the Russians were like, if you send us there, we're going to fucking die.
Oh, wow.
And because the space race was what it was at the time, and the Cold War, you know, like, pretty much the Russians and the United States flexing their muscle with the space program, because they couldn't fucking kill each other.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is just the... So the Russians were like, oh, really? Well, you don't like the program? Well, we can kill you.
Wow.
Or you can
just do it.
You can do it. So... It makes you think, like, what's the worst? You get thrown in some, like, Russian gulag, like, some horrible prison for the rest of your life, or you're fucking strapped in on a rocket headed for Earth.
Where it's like a boomerang or something. You're gonna go up really high, like the drop zone or bungee jumping or something. Go up really high and just come right back down real fucking fast. I wonder if, like, I think you'd probably pass out before you hit the ground, right? Like the pressure change. That'd be nuts if you were just, like, looking out the window and you're like, here we go. I don't know. That's intense.
Well, wouldn't it, like, something... I mean, this shows... I know nothing about, like, scientists or anything. Scientists or science.
We've talked a lot about science, too, which is interesting.
But, yeah, but we
don't know.
Don't know a lot of it. Well, yeah, we know a lot of the rhetoric.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, isn't it once you like enter the Earth's atmosphere, wouldn't that like burn you up, like your ship?
I think so. I think it would get like pretty hot. Yeah.
And I'm sure that guy was already. It's not like the ship was in tip-top shape.
It was.
I mean,
a little hot under the collar.
Everything was broken on it.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Whew.
I mean, even now, it's been a while since astronauts have died in space. But even now...
What was it, the Discovery?
Yeah.
The one that had, like, quite a few people. Oh, it was like really... It wasn't like an experimental trip. It was, like, pretty standard, I think. Shit.
Since we're already talking about,
death? Massacres? Because we're a couple of street fighting men, and people who listen to the show already know that. It's redundant to even mention it, but we are street fighting.
So we're talking about NASA. This is I'll do
we shine a light here.
I'll do a Tarantino.
Survivors.
It's 1945, Craig.
Damn.
Adolf Hitler has just killed himself.
Who?
The Russians have taken Berlin. The war is over. What do we do now?
Happy Christmas. The war is over.
I love that song.
No, this time the Americans, the British, and the Russians have been working together. But the war is over, and it's time for every country to fucking look out for number one.
To just hold hands and make a ring around the world.
Yeah. So, especially those Russians.
Yeah.
So what do? They break up Germany into 3 parts, and they all take a slice.
Yeah.
And as this is going on...
just bricks in the wall.
As this is going on, there's an operation going on.
When the tigers broke free.
It's called Operation Paperclip. In an attempt to seize information and...
Sounds so familiar.
Weaponry, advanced weaponry from the Germans. Because we... they had all this weaponry and missiles and
like
guidance
stuff
systems.
That they were...
testing. Yes, and they were,
and
they weren't. I mean, they weren't close, but they were close enough that it
was scary.
Yeah, they were a lot farther technology-wise than people were to give them credit for.
And weren't they working on the nuclear bomb?
Well, eventually.
Oh boy.
What would become the nuclear bomb? Because the United States had their own scientists for that. But the United States, the Russians, and the English were. They were all trying to go after these top secret projects, weapons. And the Americans thought, okay, that's great, but what would be even better is if we go after the men that built the machinery.
That's right. That's what Project Paperclip was.
So that is Operation Paperclip.
Yeah.
They took 1,600 Nazi scientists,
physicists,
engineers.
Wunderbar.
And they brought them into the United States.
Nein, wunderbar.
And pretty much their like weapons program belong to the United States now.
We are so happy to work on the weapons
and
for you.
some of these guys, they were war criminals.
Oh wow.
But their records were kind of hidden away.
A little shaky.
Yeah, so they were allowed into the country.
Oh boy.
One of these guys, he was the reason to bring it up is he was instrumental in.
He was a Rolling Stones fan.
Building NASA.
Sounds like they were dancing with Mr. D. My bad. But he worked with NASA?
Yeah, he helped create NASA.
Oh shit.
One of the other scientists went on to make the bomb because they needed a way to actually transport the
bomb.
Yeah. What did you say?
The bug?
The bug. Yeah, so it was just I was reading about all that crazy shit.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man.
So one of the ones that did end up helping create the bomb,
yeah, was
one of those dudes.
Not scientist.
Holy shit, dude! Not Oppenheimer.
Yeah, well, that's what always makes me think of Oppenheimer, and that. What is that like? I am death.
Become death.
Yeah, destroyer of worlds.
Yeah, that's a gnarly.
That's some heavy shit for those people that don't know what we're talking about. Oppenheimer, when he created the atomic bomb. He had this, what would that...
famous quote.
Yeah, well, how would you even, explain that? It wouldn't be, a state of nirvana or something. It would be, horror and, realization.
Yeah.
And, all kinds of shit kind of, coming at you.
Yeah.
That you'd be part of the end of humanity.
Made him say that?
Yeah.
It's like you've reached... this crazy be all end all point. He hit the full throttle where there's nothing higher than or whatever that could end the entire race, the entire species.
That's some
life on the entire planet.
Some god complex
shit. Did he commit suicide? I mean, I'd be hard to live with that.
I know that some of the pilots for the dropped the bomb on Hiroshima.
The two. Yeah.
There's a lot of them killed themselves. There was one O&A had on or talked about him that this guy to the day of his death that people would ask him what do you think about dropping that fucking bomb on and destroying a whole city?
Yeah.
And their whole attitude about it is, oh well, that's just war.
Yeah, and they were assigned or whatever, given the mission.
Yeah, they were ordered to do it, they reckon, Truman reckoned that they would save more American lives than a full-out invasion of the island of Japan.
Yeah.
So he just figured, I'll just make people into shadows on the ground.
Yeah. How crazy is that? Don't you think? Yeah. That's some dark. Let's spend the night together podcast dark. That's what that
After Dark?
After Dark, yeah. LSTNT After Dark.
Yeah, we went. I told you, man, we were going to go straight down the wormhole.
I went out walking through the woods the other day.
We gotta bring it up. If I fucking do the crazy love story, and then weird sounds, and then crazy conspiracy theories. We gotta feel good. Feel good story.
Yeah, we need a feel good story. We need a. I don't know. Something gave me this weird idea. We kind of need a Rolling Stones story.
Yeah, we haven't got to that one yet.
We will though. We'll save it. The magic stick one. We save it sometimes for the end if it's the best part.
Yeah. You can thank us later, people.
Most of that one was Wheezing the Juice.
Wheezing the Juice.
And those of you, a lot of people asking about Wheezing the Juice, the three of us are still developing that podcast. And, one day it could still become something.
We have one of the big Hollywood directors from NBC.
Mm-hmm.
He gets me on the phone. He says, Dante. I say, yeah.
Yeah, then what did he say?
You're talking to the right person.
Yeah.
He says, is this
This
you?
is him, you said?
And I got on the phone. Is this him? Says, is this Dante that I'm on the phone with? And I says, yeah, you're talking to him.
Yeah.
So it goes on like that for about a half hour, right?
Okay. And then what did he say? Anything? Just just checking in, making sure this was the right phone number.
Yeah.
Day.
But
then he called back the next day.
Yeah.
And said.
And he had this story about Shirley Watts that I'm going to tell you. It's called 10 Things You Don't Know About Shirley Watts.
Who was the person that called you?
Huh?
Oh my god. A little story about Charlie. We needed a Charlie Watts story.
Charlie Watts has been married to the same piece of ace.
No shit, I could have guessed that.
Since 1964.
Oh my god.
Watts married Shirley Ann
64?
Shepherd in 64. They have one daughter, Serafina.
We've already passed... He's already married, like, as far into the album reviews as we are, which we're up to, like, 1965.
Yeah.
So we're already past his marriage. He's already been married.
He's already married.
And they've just released I Can't Get No Satisfaction. He was already married. What a boss.
While his bandmates partied on the road,
Lord Charlie Watts.
Watts remained faithful to Shirley. However,
Shirley
he
Watts.
had problems sleeping in hotel rooms without the comfort of being next to her.
Oh, poor guy. What a lover. Just a cuddly guy. But then he just grabbed the old trees, the old sticks, and did a little rootin' tootin' scootin' on the drums kit.
Watts has always professed his love for jazz music, even penning an illustrated
More than
tribute
rock.
to Charlie Parker. He has formed a number of jazz, boogie-woogie, and big band outfits.
Boy. I bet he has.
Okay, but things weren't always great for Charlie Watts. Let's talk about drugs and alcohol in the 80s.
Oh boy.
Despite living in a
Really?
relatively clean life, Watts did have a period in the 80s when he had a serious drug and alcohol problem.
I didn't know
Don't we
about
all,
this.
though?
Yeah.
He attributes the spell to a midlife crisis that resulted from feeling of panic. He went cold turkey after he broke his ankle in a drunken stupor.
Why'd you say?
Because there's Casey Kasem.
Yeah.
Because it's so fucking milquetoast white boy.
Yeah.
Oh, I got really drunk and stumbled and hurt my ankle.
Dear Casey, can you please write me a letter?
This shout out goes to Bill
This
Wyman. After Bill Wyman left the group in 1993, the band held auditions for a new bassist.
Bill Wyman.
Jagger and Richards left the decision up to Watts, who ultimately
Charlie
chose...
Watts auditioned for it? They're
Yeah.
like, Charlie, then what are we going to do at drums?
He ultimately picked Daryl Jones to replace Wyman.
That's right, baby.
Daryl Jones has played with Miles Davis and The Sting.
The Sting, wow. I'll be watching you. Every breath you take, every jizz you come, I'll be watching you, yeah.
In the summer of 2004, he revealed that he had been battling throat cancer. The drummer who quit smoking when he gave up drugs and drink in the 80s underwent a course of radiotherapy, and thankfully the cancer has since gone into remission.
Some fucking French toast.
And my favorite Charlie Watts story. Watts once punched Jagger in the face for calling him my drummer. Keith Richards told Esquire magazine that Mick Jagger once pushed the mild-mannered Watts over the edge.
Wow.
Jagger, after a few drinks in a hotel room, phoned Watts and asked, "Is my drummer there?" Watts, dressed in a full suit, knocked on Jagger's door, told him, "Don't ever call me your drummer," and decked him in the face.
Jeez.
So, well, we love you, Charlie Watts. You're 71
Be you.
years young.
Don't ever change, Charlie.
You be you, boo.
You haven't. You do you, boo. You haven't changed so far, baby. Don't change. Your hatred of rock and roll, like, has helped kind of make the Stones, you know, like what they are, with your like anti-rock and roll drum beats.
Yeah, I mean, he's just an old sourpuss.
That
right?
makes him who he is. Yeah, he's an old sourpuss. And then you had Bill Wyman, the Poonhound. And he left for fucking Daryl Jones. And Charlie's like, I want fucking Daryl.
He's a piece of shit,
Bill
right?
Wyman's a piece of shit anyway. Get fucking Daryl Jones. And they're like, who the fuck is that? Fucking Daryl Jones.
That's right,
Alright.
Dad, right.
It's up to you, Charlie. That's what we fucking said. You're being a twat. But whatever. Pick the fucking bassist. The fuck is this?
Craigris?
Oh my god.
Craigris, are you there? I can't see you.
Oh my god.
Here, I'm gonna take this bandana off my face.
Yeah, that might be part of the problem.
Craig, it's the holidays are here. We obviously
Feeling
we
festive.
celebrated a Stones release.
Mm-hmm. John Lennon's gonna perform Happy Xmas
On top of the
War is
bunker.
over. Yeah.
With Yoko Ono banging a fucking hand drum or
Yeah.
whatever.
She sings harmonies on that one. And no eeks. I don't
She
think
stinks
she
and I
eeks.
don't like her. But anyways, Craig, the Grammys are almost there.
Oh.
This is the first year of the Grammys for Let's Spend the Night Together. And
Are you gonna make any kind of announcement tonight?
I think we're gonna hit it hard, Craig.
Really?
I think we're gonna have.
This is kind of a big announcement for
We're
the
gonna
show.
have up to the minute coverage. We're
Boots
gonna
will be on the ground.
the winners, the losers, who
The snubs, the flubs,
who looked their best,
who
who
look their
tried to look
worst.
their best,
Oh.
and failed. We're a bit of fashionistas. I don't think that's
That's
coming
right.
out. Our bitchiness.
We get
But,
a little bitchy, but
if you
we
look
throw
like
shade.
shit, we're gonna tell you look like shit.
That's right. If you wear those heels, they're a little bit too high. Thank you very much.
Yeah, exactly. That's a great point.
Sometimes you feel that way. That's true. Jada Pinkett Smith might be you. I don't know.
I
She'll
love
be-
her.
Or I don't know if she'll be there, actually. That's
You're
the
kind.
Grammys.
You've been too kind.
Fish Mooney.
But yeah,
I don't know why I dragged
real
her into this.
quick, there's a bit of controversy because Beyonce is in the Best Rock song.
Yeah.
It's her and Jack White.
And her song Lemonade, is that based on like a Chuck Berry kind of thing?
Yeah.
Like a yellow drink? Calls it lemonade?
It's good drink. It drank pretty good.
Well, if her song is like in the rock genre or whatever, I don't know. I don't really have too much of a problem with it.
Yeah, I don't really get it off, honestly. I mean, wait, what?
I mean, this is a big
The
moment.
Grammys are huge.
This is huge. This means everything. This defines whether music is good or not. and whether you're right or wrong about the music you like. Oh, they didn't win? You were wrong. Stop listening to them.
The big payback. Oh man.
This has been a long episode. It got a little dark for a while there. But I think we kind of brought it back.
I'm trying, man.
Yeah.
Went down the rabbit hole.
And as a patriot, it is your right to go down the rabbit hole. Infowars.com.
Give it a light.
No, I don't. Because I don't have to. And if the New World Order... oh, here it is.
Yeah, how about one more story, Craig?
Okay, I think we can squeeze in another one for our adoring fans. Yeah, we should wrap this one up. We do have such adoring fans, though. Thank you guys. Von Doom 29, you the illest, you the realest. I'm glad that our sound dick is fucking your ear pussy.
Somebody sent me one of our adoring fans sent me a handmade Ouija board.
Really?
Yeah.
Did
Soothsayer.
A soothsayer? That's cool.
Yeah. I haven't used it yet.
Huh.
But I think I'm going to go up to the attic and on a stormy night,
Yeah.
kind of like tonight, maybe conjure up some spirits.
That's a good idea.
This might be some theologian talk, but Craig, do you believe in the afterlife? I'm
Afterlife,
just going to
man.
throw that out there.
We might need to
do you
turn this
believe in
one into
God?
theologians, man.
Okay, hold up.
Old James Brown. The Afterlife. How did we get to the afterlife?
I don't know, some fucking tangent.
Tangent,
of course.
yeah. Welcome to Theologians.
Welcome everybody. The podcast within the podcast. This is Theologians coming at you with Brother Dante and Father Craig.
Hello.
Welcome.
Bless you.
Craig, today we're going to talk about the afterlife.
Oh,
Ghosts.
I'm no stranger to that.
Ghosts, Craig.
Cherry Ghost?
Do you believe in ghosts?
I believe in Cherry Ghost. Shout
I'm
out to
not
Jeff
talking about
Tweedy.
Dan Aykroyd,
Patrick Swayze,
Ernie
yeah.
Hudson, Bill Murray, or
Harold Ramis?
Harold Ramis. Thank you, Craig.
What about Rick Moranis?
Well, I mean, he's not technically a ghost.
I've seen bigger moose turds in Rick Moranis' backyard, you hoser.
Well, I guess he was possessed by a demon, right? So that has to count for something.
Yeah. Ooh. A little technical difficulty there, but
The reason I asked, Craig,
about the ghosts, yeah.
just because some of my favorite movies have to deal with the afterlife, you know?
Oda Mae Brown,
Oda Mae Brown.
one of my favorite ghost-related characters.
Whoopi.
Ghost adjacent.
Did
She
Whoopi
wasn't
have
actually a
eyebrows
ghost.
then? Was
Like-
that before Theodore Rex?
Is that like slang for pubic hair? Or you mean her actual eyebrows?
Huh?
'Cause I don't know how she shaved her pubic hair. I have no idea.
Oda Mae Brown.
Very sexual character in the movie Ghost.
She was the only.
I really got into ceramics after that movie. I couldn't think of the damn word.
You really got into Whoopi Goldberg and ceramics.
Yeah.
And Patrick Swayze.
Yeah. Shout out to Demi Moore.
I just remember watching Roadhouse for the first time, and there's a fight scene, fight to the death with Swayze and some other guy.
Movie.
And the guy's about to kill Swayze, and he goes, "I fuck guys like you in prison." So that was a really strange, killing blow line to have.
Yeah.
And so Swayze kind of plays a turkey, and grabs the guy by the throat, rips his throat out, gives him a throat rip. Yeah.
Oh my god.
And I instantly thought, oh, that's where MacGyver got it, or MacGruber.
Oh yeah, the throat rip. Dude, Roadhouse is fucking amazing. It's so entertaining to watch to me.
So really, I mean,
So
this
over the
segment
top.
of the podcast is us remembering Patrick Swayze and how much he meant to both of us.
Yeah.
Both as an entertainer, a
And
dancer,
as a sweet boy.
a singer.
He had that amazing sketch on SNL with Chris Farley,
Yeah.
the Chippendales
He's
audition.
a painter, a sculptor,
A sexual maven.
candlestick maker.
Is he?
He worked with cars.
A cobbler.
He worked with animals. He would go fishing sometimes.
Yeah, he hunted.
He could read good.
He could write, too. He's a writer, producer.
He went to college for 2 semesters.
At
He was
least
a
2
great guy.
and a half.
I mean,
He
that's
was a
just
good
some of
guy.
the stuff.
A Christian, maybe? I don't know.
I wouldn't go that far. But
Yeah, that's true. A sweet boy. So he now really is kind of playing the titular role from the film Ghost. Only now he's playing it in real life. Wow, that was disrespectful. So you think there's that ugly bald guy on the subway that's going to teach him how to push the coin?
That's so super inside.
Of Ghost. That was, to me, you know what's weird is that was the most memorable scene to me as a kid. Was that fool teaching him how to interact with the physical world. And he could still finger Demi Moore as a ghost or something.
Wait, what?
Okay, that last part, that was in my head. Okay, that wasn't actually in the film. But
You know how I said that we needed a pick-me-up, Craig?
Mhm.
A shot of
Stop me up, I never stop.
of adrenaline.
Yeah.
I think we got it.
Shot a B12. Right.
I got a story for you, Craig.
You got a story to tell
About
like
love. About loss.
Oh.
The rise and the fall.
Oh.
I know you probably, obviously you recognize this, but for our loving fans out there.
So this is rock and roll.
This is
I like it.
Def Leppard. Craig,
Oh,
are you a
boy.
big Def Leppard fan?
I'm a big fan of them when they don't make music, like when they go home in between the
So
tours.
you're saying when
Love
they
that part
don't
of
have
it.
any of their instruments plugged in,
Yeah. they're
nothing's
just
on,
at home with their families.
or they're kind of like walking to the John or something?
Yeah.
Like
that's
that's
when I like
when
them.
they're at their best.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Correct.
I wonder if their fans, their adoring fans, would agree with you. Do you know anything about their drummer, Craig?
He poured a little too much sugar on one of his arms.
It's a fucking fire ants go at it.
Oh my god.
I thought we were gonna be nice. This is the day that will live in infamy, Craig.
Jeez. I know we were already like disrespectful about that.
I don't think we were disrespectful about that. It was just kind of a
Maybe
weird
I
thing
was.
that I,
Like brought it up at the beginning of the
yeah,
podcast.
but it was just a weird thing to, like,
Put
you know.
a dark omen over this.
Yeah, a date that will
episode.
live in infamy, to, you
Yeah.
know. But,
for a second I thought you were like doing the Bill Pullman from Independence Day.
it's
Then I
our
realized it was-
Independence Day.
Yeah. Randy Quaid sitting there saluting.
Well, I mean,
Then I realized you were talking about
it
Pearl.
probably sounded as poignant as Bill,
It's a day that will live in infamy.
oh my god.
It wasn't even JFK. That's not that, was it? I don't know.
No, it's FDR.
It's FDR. That's what I thought.
No, it's 19,
Yes, that
40
day lived
something.
in infamy. It was before I ate Marilyn Monroe's pussy.
Somebody asked
So
me,
did Robert.
John, what did Marilyn's pussy taste like? And I said, my brother Robert's cock.
It tasted like Joe DiMaggio's chewing tobacco.
One time I saw
Catcher's mitt.
Joe DiMaggio, and I said, let me smell your fingers, Joe. It smelled like
So that
catcher's
was
mitt.
his introduction to Marilyn Monroe. Was he was hanging out with the Yankees and he smelled Joe DiMaggio's fingers?
Yeah,
He was
Joe
like, I have to
DiMaggio.
get that.
Joe DiMaggio saw his wife, Marilyn
butterscotch.
Monroe, at the time, picked her up like a bowling ball, and
Oh my god.
proceeded to introduce her to the president.
Joe, I want to fuck the woman that you are fucking. In fact,
so
fucking.
you say that you're in love with her, huh, Joe? Interesting.
Jump in, Joe DiMaggio.
Fucking big sweat horse.
Oh my-
John F. Kennedy is gonna.
Sweat horse?
Yeah, I guess he.
He was a sweaty guy.
Yeah, he would take a lot of. Well, he was an alcoholic too,
Oh.
so he would probably sweat a lot.
He was a pussaholic.
That
He's
too,
a
but
poonhound
he
like
would
Bill Wyman.
he would take a lot of showers during the day, like
Really?
just change clothes a bunch of times
Just
he
masturbate constantly.
didn't want to feel grimy.
I feel sort of grimy.
And he probably wanted to get the fucking stench of
shower.
all those chicks that he was fooling around
Yeah. Jackie, please, I need to take a shower.
with. I don't want to go down the rabbit hole, but you know when it's the 3 shots, the Oswald. Yeah, so when Kennedy was assassinated, so the theory is that Oswald got off 3 shots in
Mark
like
David
7
Chapman?
seconds. Yeah. And so the first shot he missed. The second shot he hit JFK in the back of the throat,
Oh yeah.
which I believe was the magic bullet.
Oh.
Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah, where it
Goes
goes through him at a different angle.
yeah, and like
from
travels
where
through
he
his
was
whole
standing.
body, then goes into the person
The
directly
driver
in front of him,
or something, yeah.
passenger,
Passenger.
and then goes through that guy's body and then comes out neatly just on the floor.
Oh.
And there, I saw like, I don't know, going down the rabbit hole.
yeah.
But anyways, they were saying that JFK might have had the third shot. It was a headshot, and it killed him.
Yeah.
They were saying that he might have had a chance to live. And
Really?
duck
Before the
down.
last one?
But he had I didn't know this, but he had some kind of like back straightener, or what is that, like a back
brace. Oh, really?
So he was propped up.
So
he couldn't. So he panicked and he lunges forward. He's trying to bend over, but he can't.
Oh, wow.
Which is like even more horrifying. And
yeah.
It was just
wow.
Okay, good story.
The last thing on his mind got all over Jackie O's pretty dress.
Jeez. People, remember, you don't have to pay for these jokes.
No.
These jokes are coming at you live.
They're not very nice. But they're there.
But here's to show that we're not cold-hearted bastards. Mm-hmm. Here's a story to make you feel like a good person.
Oh.
But really, you're a miserable piece of shit.
Cold and dead inside.
So anyways, the only thing more awe-inspiring than Rick Allen's physical recovery from a car accident that left him a one-arm freak is the way the Def Leppard drummer overcame.
A one-arm freak.
Okay, sorry people. I'm gonna stop right now. I'm gonna read the story the way that the journalist intended it. Okay, so Def Leppard drummer overcame immeasurable mental anguish in order to return to the stage in 1986. So rather than roll around in self-pity, he got his shit together. And now he's helping wounded war veterans how to overcome obstacles. Anyways, it happened New Year's Eve, 1984. Alan was speeding along a country road near Sheffield, England. He misjudged an approaching turn and drove his Corvette through a stone wall into a field. The car flipped several times, eventually ejecting him from the driver's seat. Alan and his GF were wearing seatbelts, but he says that his wasn't properly fastened. I left the car and landed in a field, and I think my arm was left in the car.
Oh, wow.
He doesn't remember any of this. Shock was a way of protecting a man from flashbacks. Ironically, going into shock may have saved his life as it prevented massive blood loss.
And it may have allowed him to not notice how terrible the music was that he performed every night with Def Leppard.
That was probably on his mind.
He was in shock.
A midwife who lived nearby was amongst the first to arrive on the scene, and she packed his arm in ice.
It sounds like he had a midwife crisis.
We have how much do we pay the writers?
Yeah,
pay them more because that was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, you can't do better than that.
Doctors reattached the left arm, but it had to be removed after gangrene set in. So you can imagine that? They're like, okay, yeah, buddy, your fucking arm is ripped off in this horrible car accident.
Yeah.
But we saved it. We're going to repair it.
Ah.
Oh, we can't.
Oh.
Because of gangrene set in.
Oh.
Alan says he had never stung with he was stung with the sudden realization that he wouldn't drum again. My mind and my body led into this whole thing very gradually. It wasn't until something had hit me, oh, my arm's gone. It was over a 2 or 3 week period that I actually realized the whole thing was gone. Jeez. 20 months later, Rick Allen took the stage for the first time since the accident. There was no easing back into the routine. His first gig at the Monsters of Rock Festival at Castle Donington. The crowd welcomed him back with an enthusiasm throughout the years that caused him to tear up. Most of the time, I've got my back to him, so I'm constantly hearing him, you know. And I forgot he only has one arm, right? He's a jolly good chap, right? But I wouldn't have him around my kids because that's kind of weird then, right?
Oh, wow. That's not very nice.
It's kind of a weird thing to say.
Have him around his kids. Was that Liam Gallagher?
I think that was one of the Gallagher brothers.
Don't you know who I fucking am?
Craig.
I'm fucking Oasis, mate. I'm fucking Oasis. Wonderwall. Ain't you ever heard my song fucking Wonderwall?
Craig, this might be the strangest Let's Spend the Night Together.
It was a weird one.
It just,
there were ghosts, there were, atomic bombs, millions of people dying, several massacres,
several horrible battles,
and then the closest we got to happiness was love, but it was love for a weird love for an inanimate object.
A love between a man and a train, which they say isn't the most purest love, but
I don't know. We saw something pretty passionate.
Up to the eye of the beholder.
Yeah.
Those
passed
foamers.
the eye test.
Yeah.
The foamers. Why is it foamers?
I don't know. I didn't.
Because they foam up when they see a train.
Dude, he was naming off that fucking train like,
oh my god, the SC-52B! Holy shit! I'm gonna fucking blow! If it toots that horn one more time! I'm gonna blow my smokestack! Yeah, that guy was cool.
Oh my god. Alright.
Very relatable guy.
Everybody, I hope we'll be back soon.
We're gonna do the 5th album pretty soon.
Yeah, so get ready.
December's Children. And everybody's.
Thank you for listening. Let's spend the night together.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.